Good morning, and welcome to another episode of the Mind of an Outkast podcast. I'm your host, Isaiah. We've got a special guest in the building, my boy Kris, founder of LV Cultura. What's up, my boy? Good morning.
What's up? Good morning. Good morning.
How you doing, man? How you feeling?
Good in yourself?
Good, man. Yeah, man. So, what's up? How you feeling? How's the brand going?
Honestly, it's slowly picking up. Like, I mean, it has its days, like, where it's slow, but other than that, it has its days, but other than that, shit, it's gonna go up there. I honestly believe it's gonna pop off sooner or later.
It's progressing for sure.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Hell yeah,
sir.
man. That's what's up. So, LV Cultura, how did it come about? What inspired you? What hit you to just be like, you know what, I need to do this?
For the reasons I thought was, for one, SB, which is Segundo Barrio, has its own. The Northeast has its own. And the only one that was missing was basically the Lower Valley. And I felt that we should want to be like the biggest hoods in the city.
Mm-hmm.
We should be out there. And another reason is I always see people wearing like Crenshaw and Harlem, Queens tees and shit. So might as well not Lower Valley, you know?
For sure. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. I didn't even know that the Segundo and the Northeast had their own little brands. That's what's up, though. But now you're putting on for our hood.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Exactly,
I love it, bro. I support anything local, especially if it's from our hood, man. So
Yeah, appreciate it.
yeah, man. It just sucks, man. The I think it was a windbreaker that you had out.
Ah,
Sold
yeah.
out, bro. That was cold
Yeah.
as hell. I was about to cop that on the
I
spot.
did
bro.
sell it on the large, but yeah.
Those are hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Appreciate
bro.
it.
Yeah, man, definitely. So the logo, you come up with that?
I actually did. I drew it. I want to say it took me a couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
It took me a couple of days to come up with it. But yeah. The reason why I put the crown because I'm big on Chicano culture and I view ourselves as like kings, you know, and especially with the LV, I feel the Lower Valley has a bunch of talent, you know, in anything, not just sports, could be business, podcasting, and anything, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I really believe in our people.
For sure, man. That's cool. You're pushing a positive movement for, you know, local hood cats. Like I agree as far as, you know, when you say so many people go unnoticed with their talents, with their potential here. Like you said, it doesn't have to just be sports, but man, you go to Carolina Skate Park, you got youngsters ripping that shit up. You got 7, 8, 9-year-olds just tearing up those half pipes, those pools, just. And those are youngsters, bro. Like
Exactly, man. From the morning all the way till night, they're there.
yeah, just like, you know, at one point we were on the courts.
Exactly.
You get to the court early in the morning. You don't leave until the lights shut. If you leave when the lights shut off,
Exactly.
you know, it's just the dedication and the love for what you have, whatever you're passionate about. Whether, like you said, skating, basketball, art, writing. Just anything in general, and it's for the hood. So I love it, man. Ever since I came across it, LV Cultura.
And I feel like when you come from inner city communities, our hunger, our drive, and ambition is different from the people that come from the suburbs. Because when you come from inner city communities, we gotta work 10 times harder just to get where they're at, you know?
Yeah,
And our drive is just different. Honestly, our work ethic is what separates us.
yeah, for sure, man. I mean, you compare it to someone born with a silver spoon who, you know, they do the shit that we are passionate about as a hobby just because it's like, oh, I feel like being a rapper today. No, hey, mom, dad, you can I have some money that I can invest in a little studio. I'm tired of being a rapper. Hey, mom, dad, can I, you know, can you buy me these new Jordans and this new outfit so I can go ball? It's like, nah, we're very passionate about what we do.
Exactly. And for like us folks, I feel like we got to risk it all. You get me? Like over there, they could say, shoot, I mean, today I might feel like doing it, but tomorrow I'll do something else because I know I'll have 3 meals I'll have 3 meals to eat, a roof over my head, running water, and like over here, sometimes you just gotta risk it all. Go big or go home.
For sure. Yeah, man. We're definitely a different breed, cut from a different cloth, man.
I agree.
I love that the movement signifies that. Like we're always hungry,
Exactly.
and like LV, anything LV related, oriented, I'm all about. I got it tatted on me just because like when I bought this house, I could have bought a house anywhere, bro. Thankfully I was blessed with the money to put a down payment on a crib. I can't leave the hood. I love the hood. I love it here, bro. Like, it's just.
It's what makes us, to be honest.
Yeah, man. We come from this, and of course, I'll never forget where I come from. For one, I wake up to it every day, but even if, I were to go to another city, state, country, I'm always going to bring LV with me no matter where we go. And,
Facts.
For someone like you, with your mentality, it'll be the same thing, bro. When this thing blows up, there's always going to be that Lower Valley kid. Yeah. There's like, it all started with an idea from the hood, for the hood.
Exactly, man. And shoot, the LVC, that's basically for, like I said, it's for our people, and that's how much faith I have for us, It's crazy. I really do. I really do want to give back to Lower Valley eventually if I'm ever put in that position,
No, for sure, man. And it's dope. You go to the courts frequently, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
You're always playing ball.
Yes, sir.
That's one of the perfect places to mesh and network with people because balling is one thing. Earning respect on the court as a baller, that just opens up a lot of doors for you because you bump into another baller who on the court, yeah, he's just in a pickup game, but off the court in the real world, he could be a fucking CEO or something. He can have these connections to move you up to the next level. And just based off the relationship you guys have on the court, be like, you know what, this is a cool cat. Like the way he balls says a lot about his personality. Let me chop it up with him, outside the court and see what's up. And then come to find out, oh shit, you have your own little clothing brand. That's what's up. Let's see what we could do with that.
And it's crazy you said that because I usually make most of my sales when I be at the gym.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I've seen on your IG just a tremendous amount of supporters, bro. That's awesome.
Bro, and yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Like when I be hooping, I'm like, folks really be wearing my stuff out here. Like and anybody that supports me, who shows love, I'm honestly gonna give that love back.
For sure, man. Hell yeah. Like same thing with Los, the 915 highlights. Carlos. Same thing with Alex with Godfit. Yeah, man. Like he was blessing me with putting some merch out for me with my name on it, and it was just crazy because like, damn, bro, like you didn't have to do that. You didn't have to go out of your way, to help get my brand out there. And the funny shit, I don't have a brand. This podcast shit is just, I'm not trying to get famous off this shit. I'm not trying to get money off it. I do it because
it's your passion.
For one, not necessarily my passion. I'm passionate about talking with people, and getting to know people, learning new shit, and I like to put people on. You know what I'm saying? Like especially from the hood. And if not from the hood, locally. I don't care if you're, like you said, from Segundo, the Northeast, East Side, West Side, Central Side. You got something you want to put out. You got something that you feel the world needs to see. Yeah, man, I'll put you on. Shit. As long as I know you're serious about your craft and, you're with it, I have no problem. Hey, everybody, my fucking few hundred people that fuck with me, that watch this, that listen to this, even if it's just those few people, I want those few people to know, hey, this cat has some cool shit. This cat has some dope merch. This cat has something that I'm pretty sure you guys will like if you already vibe with this show. So, I like to help people.
That's dope though that you show positivity, because nowadays there's people that just want negative, or they hate, but you showing that love to people, that's dope. We need more of that,
Nah, for sure, bro. Like you said, negativity is just fucking overwhelming, and it's draining.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
It's too fucking draining, man, and there's more than enough negativity to go around. Like,
that's facts.
I'm one of those people. I've never said this out loud. But like, I really like to help homeless out here and there. Once in a while, me and the kiddos will make some like little goodie bags. Has like toiletries, like deodorants, toothpaste, some food, some water, just a whole bunch of little things, and just go hand them out. Because, I mean, at one point I was out on the streets. At one point I was living out of my car. At one point I was going to rec centers to shower and shit. So it's like thankfully. I didn't know that type of struggle for so long, but the fact that I was acquainted with it, even for whatever amount of time, it's like, nah, man, that shit is no fucking...
It's no game.
It's no fucking game, man. It's people really... Yeah, man. Yeah. People struggle to get a meal. People struggle to keep warm, especially in times like this, bro.
Yeah, it's cold as shit.
I mean, and this is just El Paso cold. Imagine
Chicago.
Midwest cold, yeah. Yeah, man. So... Any way I could put out some positivity and help someone out, I'll take advantage, bro. No matter how small or how big it is, because whether people are too prideful to admit, everyone can use some help sometimes.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
I try to do my part and just pay that love forward.
And then I don't know if you believe in God, but the more you give, He gonna bless you 10 times more.
Oh, the blessings I've received are just phenomenal, bro. Like, yeah. I can't describe it. I definitely believe in God. Like I was talking to Alex. I don't know if you caught the last episode. Not big on religion, but with God, yeah, man, higher power for sure. And however people want to classify that as karma or what have you. What you put out definitely comes back to you, man.
That's facts.
10 times out of 10. You're a good person, you'll get that back. You're an asshole.
Yep.
Hey, man, just expect something
in return.
Good
or bad.
Yeah, man.
Every action got a consequence.
For sure.
And what you do put out will come into existence as well.
I'm definitely a believer in manifestation. Definitely, man. Like, it's funny, this podcast, like I just wrestled with the idea, with that notion of starting the podcast, like September of last year. And I had been listening to him for a minute, and it just hit me like, I could do this shit. Like,
facts.
I can use it to help people out. I can use it to help myself out. I could use it for it to be therapeutic, and it is, for sure. And out of nowhere, from 1 month to the next, I have all this up and running. And I have bigger plans this year to, upgrade the studio for sure, the equipment, and, just put on as many local people as I can. But all this just started with an idea.
Yeah, and I was going to say, man, it's crazy how stuff or just things in general come from an idea and it comes into play like that. If you really think about it, it's crazy. It's your brain is so powerful. The universe, man, you basically attract what you are, and it's just mind blowing.
It's a trip how it works. It's a trip, bro. You put it into motion, you speak it into existence, and then of course you put in your part to make it happen. The rest follows.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. So, how old are you right now? You don't mind me asking?
I'm 23.
23. The mindset you have at 23, already have a clothing label up and running from scratch. I mean, how does that feel to be, on the path of a young entrepreneur?
I'm not gonna lie, but I really be putting in work. Like, it's 8 a.m. I'm tired, but I can't stop. The way I view it, I won't be successful till I really get my people out the projects. Like, till then, I'm not gonna stop. And even then, when I get them out the hood, I'm still gonna keep going, because there's always folks that are looking at you, using you as motivation. There's always someone that's gonna need help.
Yeah.
And that's when that part comes into play of me giving back to the community, because that is a really big goal of mine. I always want to give back, and yeah, I'm not gonna stop, to be honest, till it happens. I'm just gonna keep it pushing regardless.
That's dope, bro. That's some big ambitions right there. Like, getting people out of the projects, that's a big fucking goal. That's a really big goal. And your heart's in the right place. Your intentions are good. I don't doubt you're going to get there.
Appreciate that.
Like, for sure, bro. And what, do you read certain books? Do you look up certain things to help, fuel the ride?
I do a bunch of research, but what the ambition that I have is basically because what I went through since a child. Like, I had to grow up fast as a young age, When I was 3, my mom told me I was a man of the house, and ever since then I came like I was protective, And I saw my mom struggle a lot, and that's what basically pushes me. Like, sometimes there's days where I want to quit, but I just know I can't. Like, it's for our people, And shit.
So your mom played a big role in who you are today?
My mom, yeah, it's like my big homie.
That's what's up, bro. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I got love for my mom, man.
That's good. You have that close relationship with, and I assume she's very, very supportive of what you're doing, your movement.
She's very supportive. She was iffy at first when I started LVC, but as soon as she saw that I was determined, she knew I was for the long haul, so she knew, okay, she gonna start believing in me. But she a big factor on the reasons why I do what I do.
Okay. Yeah, man. And everything that you do for the merch, it's all out of your pocket.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, out of my pocket. Yes.
Yeah, man. That says a lot. Shows you're invested in yourself. And how's the return investment going for you?
It's going good. Yeah, it's going good because now I'm buying more machines, like the heat press. I got the sublimation printer. I have an embroidery machine. So that's the money that I profit off of.
Okay.
And plus I work too, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm basically just investing in myself and the brand.
And that's a big thing that we're not told for, like, up and coming entrepreneurs or up and coming businessmen. It takes money to make money, and because people think you can take the shortcuts and you can, find the cheap alternative. Some people can, no shade to them. Get it how you live,
Exactly.
But some people, choose to go that alternative route and put some money in and flip it.
Yeah.
Because I know it's not cheap to get all that clothes done. I know it's not cheap to have all those machines and all that equipment. So that alone speaks volumes about how passionate you are for your clothing line.
And since I am using my money, it's also a risk, but you gotta risk. You gotta take that risk, because if you don't take a risk, you're never gonna find out the true outcome. You won't, for the rest of your life, you gonna say, "What if? What if?"
Yeah.
Not only that, but scary money don't make money.
Oh, for sure. And it's like they say, bro. You gotta, if you can't bet on yourself, who the fuck can you bet on now? I'd rather risk everything on myself, because if I lose everything, I know it was because I don't have anyone else to blame but me. And not only about blame, but it's really a win-win because even when you take an L, it's a dub because you learn, okay, I'm not going to do this shit this way this time or next time. It didn't work out for me that way. Let me take a different approach. And even if that doesn't work, I learned these are two ways not to fuck around and do this.
You learn through the process.
I love that learning curve. I love it, bro. Like
the process.
If we never got anything wrong, we would never learn shit.
Exactly.
You know, like I love being told, "Oh, that's not right. Let me correct you."
Mm-hmm.
When I'm corrected, okay, cool. Now I can stop thinking about this shit that I thought I knew, and I'm put onto some game.
Yeah, just through that experience, learning through mistakes is what makes us a better person as a whole. Because if we never make mistakes, that means we never try.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Mistakes have led me to where I am today. You know, there's shit that some days I wish I could change, but realistically, it's like, no, I'm glad that happened. I'm glad I went through hell and back, and I'm alive to tell about it, to talk about it. You know,
because we learn from that. You know, we just learn.
Yeah, man. Life. It's a trip, bro. Fucking the way it teaches you things.
Yeah,
teaches you how to grow, how to develop as a human.
And it's crazy you said that because there's really beauty in the struggle. And a lot of people think when something bad happens to them, they're like, why me? Why me? Why me? Instead of changing perspective and thinking, I'm glad this happened to me. Yeah. That way I can move or do something different and I can move forward and learn from that.
For sure. The character that it builds, bro. Like
character.
So you have two people. You have yourself and you have another individual. Just think of any peer you were with in the first grade. Now, you given your struggles and, you know, your setbacks, your trials, tribulations, all the way to present day. And the other person, whether it's your friend or not, it's just a peer in general. They grew up without all the struggles, trials, and tribulations you went through. You have all that life experience on your belt. Mm-hmm. You know how to cope with the stress. You know how to deal with the situations, and you know how to overcome the obstacles. That kid who's barely basically fucking getting introduced to life at 23, the first time he hit an obstacle you hit when you were fucking 9, 10 years old, he's barely hitting in his 20s. And it's like, that's why I feel a lot of people just don't know how to fucking, they don't have an outlet for their emotions. And that's why they're so bombarded with, you know, anxiety, you know, depression, a whole bunch of other shit. Not saying that that's the main reason, but I'm saying it plays a key factor in it because they didn't go through traumatic shit as a kid and learn how to cope and deal with it then. And now they're barely getting introduced to that type of shit and they just don't know how to cope, how to deal with it. As opposed to someone that came from the struggle. And when something like that happens to them, this day and age, it's just a fucking Wednesday for me.
And I'm glad you say that because a lot of folks who live in inner city communities, they don't see that advantage neither. Mm-hmm. That is our advantage, that we had to grow up fast compared to people that grew up on the other side of the tracks. Mm-hmm. They're already getting exposed to that life when we've been going through that since we was a kid. And that's what separates us again. And that's what builds our character and our work ethic.
Yeah, for sure, man. Again, goes back to the whole, if you got love for it, you're going to make it happen. Mm-hmm. If it's just some shit, if you have love for it, it's going to happen. You see someone else's love for something that they're passionate about, you're on the outside looking in. You know, you're looking at someone who draws 23 hours a day, 6 days a week, because that's what they're so focused on. 1 hour to sleep, 1 day to fucking chill, give their hands a break or whatever, but they're still fucking grinding constantly. The person on the outside looking in is just walking by fucking different houses, and each house is a different passion. That house he just passed is an artist. The next house, there's going to be a kid working on his fucking handles and his dribbles and shit. the next fucking house.
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? And this kid is just picking up different shit. Like, oh, that looks cool. I don't fuck with this house. That house looks. How does he dribble like that? How does he fucking do that crossover? Let me pick that up for a little bit. I'm bored. I don't want to do that shit. Next house. What are they doing? We're really with the shit. We really do it. That's why we just more than excel at it.
And we give it our all. We do it regardless of if we feel like it or we don't feel like it. That's what like the discipline kicks in.
Yeah. The self-discipline. It'll show in the work.
Oh hell yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, man. You do some half-ass shit, people will know. You give it your all. You go 100.
And people will see that for sure. That's when they're gonna see why is this kid he's doing a half-ass job, and this dude, you could see that hard work, why he's going, like his ambition and his discipline. You see that edge to him. He got that chip on his shoulder.
Mm-hmm. For sure, dude. Yeah, man. Like this whole podcast shit again. I'm not doing it for monetary gain. I'm not doing it again to blow up, get famous. I could care less if I have 10 million followers. I could care less if I have 10 followers. You know, whoever rocks with me, but I'm doing this because it's what I like to do. And again, I'm going to keep upgrading and keep getting better regardless of who's watching, because I take pride in what I do, you know, and I like to do it, man.
That's a big word, pride.
Yeah, very, very prideful in the positive sense, of course, you know. Mm-hmm. So what's your next step once you elevate the company a little more?
My next step is I really want to start doing customs for people, as far as like if say a company wants 50 shirts of their brand, mm-hmm. I want to be the next, I guess, the screen printing and embroidery business.
Gotcha.
That's what I want, because I notice when I don't do my merch and I have other people do it, for one, they gonna half-ass it. Two, they don't care because it's not theirs. Mm-hmm. And three, they are profiting it, but like I said, they gonna half-ass it. So that's why I bought the machines as well, so I could do it, because that's my work. I have pride in that. Mm-hmm. Not only that, I could do the stuff. Let's say if I put in a shipment and it takes a month, that month I could turn that into a week, and I could have my stuff out there quicker.
Just cut out the middleman entirely.
Exactly. That's cut out the middleman. That's basically what I did.
But there's a book I want to put you on. Just remind me before you leave. There's it's by Jordan Peterson. I think it's called the 12 Rules for Life. Mm-hmm. I wanna show you that book, man. It's especially for the mentality you have and the way you're approaching this business aspect. It has tons of game in there, mm-hmm. to just because everything you're saying, yeah, bro, you're taking the right approach as far as your business. You don't want to deal with other people who would be making your shit but not have the love, put the love in to making it the way you would. Mm-hmm. So it takes a lot of balls to initially say, fuck them, I'll do it myself. Yeah. A lot of people can't do that because it's easier for them to just be like, they prefer quantity over quality, essentially. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's like you could put out 100 shirts, all with the half-ass logo. You could put out one super high quality fucking shirt that you embroidered yourself, that you took the time to pay attention to details and get it exactly how you want. I guarantee people are going to be like, fuck, what I was going to pay for 100 of those motherfucking shirts, I will pay for that one shirt just because it is exactly what I wanted.
Yeah. And how you had, I'll go back, how you said cut out the middleman. I basically got that mentality from just learning from other folks. To just put an example out there. That's basically what El Chapo did. He basically cut out the middleman. I'm not saying what he's doing is right, but sometimes you got to learn from business folks.
Business is business, whether it's a good, bad, profitable, unprofitable, legal, illegal. Business is business, and I mean, I'm not condoning what Chopper does either, but motherfuckers on Wall Street are even grimier and
I totally agree.
way more foul than Chopper ever was, or is. So, again, it's just business.
That's the saying. The folks with the suits and the fancy shoes are the real gangsters. Yeah.
Hell yeah, I agree 100%. Those are the motherfuckers kicking people out of their homes, leaving them homeless because they're trying to expand more corporate fucking buildings, or they want to get more just corporate land in general to do what the fuck they want with, you know.
And that's when gentrification comes down and starts kicking out folks from the hood and put all these white folks come in and take over the block, you know.
They're buying their fucking hoods back. You know, well, at least in the big cities like New York and LA and shit, because all the hoods over there, they used to be white neighborhoods. No, I don't know if people know that or not. And then that's when the blacks and the Hispanics came in. And then it was just basically a fucking gold rush in the real estate because the value of that area fucking plummeted. So minorities just ransacked that motherfucker.
Like for instance, a lot of people don't know this, but for the LA Dodgers, where their stadium is at, before they built it, that used to be a Chicano community.
Really?
Yep. And they kicked them out, they tore it down, and that's when they built the Dodger Stadium. But a lot of folks don't see that. It's just like what they trying to do with SB with the Duranguito. How they trying to build the stadium? Is it a stadium or a conventional center? Something like that. But basically, that's what they do in each city around the U.S. They basically go in the hood. I don't know if you noticed, but if you really pay attention, all the arenas and stadiums from NBA, MLB, all the professional sports, their stadiums are in the hood. And folks don't see that, but
it's like it's like tests or pre-tests for gentrification. It's like, let's kick them fuck out, but rather than get something for us, we'll get something that includes them also, so they don't make a big fucking deal about it.
Exactly, and that's how gentrification starts.
And now the gentrification is advancing to where we're kicking you motherfuckers out, but we're not having anything for you. This is strictly for us. So like, good luck affording these fucking prices.
Exactly.
For these condos, for these apartments. And you're more than welcome to stay if you can afford it. But 9 times out of 10, you can't, so get the fuck out.
They know what they're doing, too.
Yeah, bro. And that's why we need more. I don't even know. I have to correct myself because I say minorities. We're not the fucking minorities anymore. We're the fucking majority. Like, I always have to keep telling myself, but we need to all come together because we're already the majority. But mentality-wise, we all come together. We need to buy all our shit back, bro. We need to take back our everything with fucking interest because they're just fucking corporate bullies, dog, at the end of the day.
They are, man.
Like, a lot of us are just monetary, financially illiterate. And it's not our fault, bro. Like, they didn't teach us this shit in schools. This is the shit that they teach in private schools. This is the shit that they teach people that are paying money for the kids to go. Yeah. And they learn all this business shit. They learn about fucking
the loopholes, the in and outs.
The loopholes, the fucking the tax reliefs. That's like, man, why the fuck do I have to get so instilled into debt before I can learn all this shit? Which, I mean, I'm not taking anything from it. Yeah, I like to fuck up because that's how I learn, but why do I have to fuck up and get so deep in a hole before I'm like, okay, I'm not going to do that again, but shit, first I got to dig myself out of here. And if I get that opportunity, okay, I could learn and I could teach this shit to people. And unfortunately, it doesn't work like that for a lot of families. They get so encapsulated in fucking debt
Yeah.
they get kicked out of their homes, or they have to fucking take out loan after loan after loan that they'll never be able to fucking keep up with.
And that's just like how I said earlier, how we got to work 10 times harder just to be on the same level or just nearly as close as them.
Yeah. Yeah, man. But we're little by little we're coming up.
Oh, big
I mean, I feel like social media is a blessing and a curse.
It is.
Focusing on the positive aspect of it, it's helping so many fucking people get businesses up and running. Especially, and not corporate white businesses, brown and black businesses.
Facts.
I fucking love it. I seen I don't remember how long ago it was, but there was an ex-con who had just gotten out of doing some hard time in prison. He opened up some food trucks, and now he owns restaurants. I love that shit, bro.
It's the hustle, the grind.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what they're passionate about. That's what they put their all into.
What don't kill you makes you stronger.
Definitely. Definitely, bro. And it's only a matter of time before we get to that level that they're at right now. You know, of course, they're going to fucking advance up because they're always going to be steps ahead of us, no matter what. Because they're never going to allow our kind to be in their positions. That's why you have fucking senators, politicians, 70s and 80s and shit. Motherfucker, go. You need to go to a retirement home or some shit.
For instance, like Biden, man, I feel like he be having Alzheimer's already or dementia or something.
Man, those boys are just. I don't want to dwell in the conspiracy waters and shit, but they all have their fucking agenda, bro.
Oh, facts. True. That's true. That not only that, man. Like people get so passionate about politics, about Democrats and Republicans, when basically it's all ran by the same people.
It's all the plot, divide and conquer.
Divide and conquer.
That's what it boils down to. They give Crips, Bloods, Sureños, Norteños a big fucking rap over colors.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, what are the original colors? Red and blue, but where did they come from? The Democrats and the Republicans.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Don't try to fucking tell us about what originally started as
protection,
neighborhood protection for those low-income communities from police. You know? So, you have a lot of fucking knowledge, dog. Yeah, you have a good head on your shoulders, bro. Like, I mean, a lot of this information is a lot more accessible nowadays, but to chop it up with someone your age that is already hip to all this shit, bro, that's, yeah, man. Keep spreading that shit, bro. Put people on this game.
I got you.
Yeah, man, because
each one teach one.
Yeah, definitely, bro. At 23, I'll guarantee right now I was not anywhere near learning about the type of shit that you know at 23. You know, like I had a handful of. I was a low-level hustler back then. You know, just making ends meet, making money here and there. I didn't have that fucking mentality of I want to be a CEO, I want to be a boss, I was just trying to eat.
I feel you on that.
You know? So it took me years to eventually develop that mentality. But better late than never. The fact that you're 23, dog, you have that mentality. You already know what's going on in the hoods, how you want to help the people out.
I just feel like I'm like that because I seen a lot of shit. Like I seen a couple dead bodies. Fucking drive-bys, all that shit. That's why I got love for our hood. You know. That's why I learned this from my grandfather. He was a hard worker. That man was a hustler. I also seen folks. For instance, I've never seen somebody who give back to Lower Valley. I want, like, for instance, like there's so many gangs in Lower Valley. If we could just come as one and unite, bro, like we go far. Like, you know, just in anything, like whatever it is, whatever it is. Not only that, if someone, I feel like if someone makes it out the hood, they should help someone else get out the hood, so that person can help someone else.
Yeah, just keep paying it forward, bro, and teaching people, and just unfortunately, that's the thing about the hood.
Yeah.
It's like a fucking mental prison with people that just, they have to make a name for themselves. They have to prove some shit. And it sucks. It fucking sucks because there's some talented motherfuckers that get caught up in that lifestyle. And I don't know if you ever seen that movie, A Bronx Tale, where, you know, Robert De Niro tells his son, he said, the saddest thing in this world is wasted talent. Yeah. And motherfuckers really waste their talent just getting lost with this street shit.
I think that's my biggest fear, is like wasted talent. Like that's something that keeps me up at night. That's ever since I was a kid, you know. Ever since I was a kid, because after high school, I went to West Coast for basketball, and then I went JC down in Ranger, and I ended up dropping out for a couple of reasons. But that's what you said right there. That shit hit home, and that's why I also built this, because I don't want to be wasted talent, like at all. That's something that fears me, like dead ass.
Doesn't look like you're heading in that direction, thankfully.
Appreciate it.
For sure, bro. Like, I'm gonna tell her like it is. Like, I don't sugarcoat shit. I don't tell people what they want to hear. I just say it straight up. Like, it doesn't look like you're going anywhere near that wasted talent route. You know, you got a good head on your shoulders. At 23, stop it. It's still fucking with me. Like, you're a youngster with an old head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's rare.
An old soul in a young
old
person's
soul.
body.
Exactly, an old soul. And like, that's one thing I didn't capitalize on when I was a lot younger, because I was an old soul, but in a different sense. Not on the business aspect, just with life in general, because I had the capability of, for example, walking away from altercations, like big altercations, just that can turn your life around in a fucking instance. You know, like, I didn't get in a car where some large scale crime was committed. I chose not to fucking retaliate against, you know, a set of adversaries type shit. I chose to go to work a day when the homies were like, hey, let's go, you know, get into some shit. Like, it all comes with the fucking choices, man. So, based on your choices, bro, you just look fully committed to your brand and building your market up.
Appreciate that.
And I love seeing that shit on IG, bro. I love how you have your own little snippets.
Oh yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie, that shit takes a lot of time, man, and patience.
I've heard. Yeah, man. That's all the behind the scenes shit no one sees. They see all the glitz and glamour. Like, I just gotta get out there, dog. That one where you actually working on the machine.
Oh, the embroidery machine.
Yeah, dog. I was like, damn, that's respect right there.
Appreciate. And before, you see, and some people don't realize, like, at first I'll get frustrated. I'm like, fuck this shit, you know. But that's where the mistakes, learning from mistakes, and then getting better, practicing more, getting better, to the point where I felt confident that I could post it without messing up.
Got you. Yeah, man. I mean, you're taking that perfectionist route. That's cool, bro. Like, you want to make sure you put out just straight up high quality shit, because that's what people deserve, and you don't want to give them anything less.
Exactly.
Where, like, with me, on the contrary, not that I don't want to give people good quality, but like with the interviews, when you asked if I edit them, shit like that, no, I just put everything out raw, because is, like I said, I just tell it like it is. I don't want to go back. If I fuck up, I fuck up.
Facts.
You know, people are going to talk regardless. You can have the most perfect interview in the world. People are going to find something wrong with it.
Exactly.
So if I fuck up, I'd rather get that. I take it as constructive criticism. I don't see it as, of course, there's going to be haters, but I see it as, okay, I could have done this better, or I could have fixed this shit. I could have taken this approach. Again, I love fucking up. It makes me better as a person. It helps me grow. It helps me develop. So, like I said, I don't. That's my mentality now. I don't take L's.
We should all have that mentality because, folks, majority of them, they be scared to make a mistake.
Yeah.
Whatever it is in life, and honestly, you need to make mistakes. So you
have to. You have to, bro. Like, I wish more people had the mentality to don't be afraid to make a fucking mistake, because those insecurities are a motherfucker. I know, because I used to be one of those people. I can't fuck up. I have to be perfect. I have to make sure. It's impossible. You're gonna fuck up eventually. But when you do fuck up, make yourself aware. Dissect the fuck up. Take out all the good shit that you need from it. Discard the rest. And keep it pushing.
That's facts.
You know? But yeah, man, fucking... Even... I forgot where I heard this shit, but even when I lose, I win. But was it... Who said that? Scarface? So, fuck.
I know. My mind went blank, but I heard that.
Even when I lose, I win.
Oh, it was that movie. I think it was 50. Was it 50 Cent?
Yeah, Get Rich or Die Trying? Yeah.
Even when I lose, I'm...
Oh, no, he says, when I'm right, I'm wrong. But when I'm wrong, I'm still right. Yeah. That's the same concept, though. Like,
And basically, there's another saying. You ain't never won if you never lost. Something like that, you know?
Yeah, that's exactly what we were talking about with the whole, you could win, the comparison of the two kids. You coming from the hood with your trials and tribulations, and the other kid not bumping into anything like that until a later age. You know, you win your whole life, but once you hit that first loss, everything could go to shit because you don't know how to deal with it. Exactly. You took your first L at a young age. You just fucking keep flipping them to dubs, to dubs, to dubs.
And that's our advantage.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, man. If a lot of people just reconstructed their mentality and their way of thinking like that, like, I'm not a fucking hater, bro. I've been a hater with other shit, but like with people on a road and journey to success, I just wish them nothing but the best, bro. I pray for motherfuckers to win, just because why the fuck am I gonna give up my precious energy to fucking negate and hate on someone, bro? That shit is so stupid to me. It's always been fucking dumb. Like, I'm taking time out of my day, out of my fucking mental capacity to be like, man, fuck that nigga, bro. Like, I hope nothing goes right for him. I hope he doesn't get any followers. Bro, the fuck out of here with that. Yeah. Why? What's the point of it? And then when he does fucking blow up, your stupid ass is always gonna be salty no matter what.
Yeah.
For what, man?
Yeah.
Anybody that I run into that's doing something, hey, man, I hope you fucking make it.
That's love. That's dope. We need more of that, man. It's like in this case, basically, let's just for instance, like in the hood, it's basically a bucket full of crabs. One try to make it out or doing something good. He has something good for his life.
Pull his ass back in.
Yep.
Crabs in a bucket mentality. That's exactly why not that I stay away from people. I really have been trying to get out of my little introvert stage, because since the pandemic, I've just been focused on, family, kids. But when I do go out, I'm very observant of people. I watch a lot, and I see, or I try to see what their intentions are. I try to see what their mentality is. I try to see if they're a good person overall. Because why the fuck would you want to associate or hang around someone that's just on some bullshit, just talking shit, just hating? That shit's gonna start to seep into your good energy, your positive vibes. And it's just a whole fucking dilemma from there, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you hang around with like-minded people, shit, it fucking grows.
Birds of a feather flock together.
Exactly. Exactly, man. Like, that's another reason I'm very particular with, like, who I bring on. You know, again, I try to put as many people on as I can, but got to be careful with it too.
Yes.
Because some people can be on some sneaky agenda shit, of course. And all it takes is the wrong person, and they spreading all sorts of bullshit over here, corrupting people's minds who were on a good fucking path, who were on a good trail. And yeah, man, it's just the devil's working full time, bro. Putting in overtime. That's for sure.
I agree on that. Indeed, yes, indeed.
So I'm just trying to stay vigilant. Make sure, hey man, none of that shit over here, bro. We don't do that shit over here. Especially, you know, all the times I've danced with the fucking devil and I've indulged in that type of life, which I don't condone, I don't endorse, I'm not proud of. But again, I took all those L's and brought me to where I'm at.
And I feel like when a person got something going for them, that's when the devil work even harder with all these temptations and these certain scenarios that tend to happen type stuff.
Yeah, man, you got to be careful when things are going just the way you want to, because like you said, temptations come in, try to fucking lead you astray. If you're not strong-willed, if you're not disciplined, it's easy to fall into that fucking path of destruction.
And then I think I saw this on social media, where it says someone was talking about, like, be careful what you ask for, because the devil could bless you too.
You'll get everything you ever wanted, but it's not gonna be the way you want it.
Exactly. Every action got a consequence again.
Yeah, man. Just God knows what's in your heart. Again, your intentions are true, pure. You're gonna get blessed. You're gonna shit. Ultimately, you're gonna be working for Him, which I have no problem with. But you just have to keep putting that good energy out in the world.
And I feel when God blesses you, it's in His timing. It's perfect timing. When the devil blesses you, it happens like that.
Yeah.
And that's when shit happens, and it goes downhill from there.
Again, it goes back to the whole character building in God's time. Because when you have to wait for those blessings,
You cherish it.
Oh man, there's gonna be a whole bunch of shit here, near, and in between until you get those blessings. That's where those trials and tribulations come in.
Yeah.
When you learn how to fucking deal and react with shit like that. So when you do achieve that blessing,
it feels that much sweeter.
And you know how to take care of it.
And it happens like that. Easy come, easy go.
Yeah. Yeah, man. You don't cherish it, you don't appreciate it. As quick as you were happy when you had it, that shit is gone, and now you're feeling even worse because, for one, you don't have it anymore, and two, you're always gonna be cursed with that thought, like, fuck, I had it. Now where is it? Yeah, man, it's
crazy.
Yeah, bro,
it's crazy.
For sure, man. And this is exactly why I do this shit, because there's a lot of people out there just like you and me who think this type of shit, but they don't know who they can speak to about it. Whether they're a hard ass fucking gang member, just got out of prison type shit, or whether they're a vulnerable little kid who doesn't have any adult role models in their life. You know, I feel this type of talk, this type of conversation will find who the fuck is meant to find to lift them up. You know, because that's why we do shit. Like, growing up, given, a lot of the shit I went through, music helped me out a lot. There was a lot of bad music I listened to. There was a lot of good music I listened to. But ultimately, there were messages and shit that just helped me get through hard days. Helped me get through days where I was like, fuck this. I'm done with it. I don't want to do shit. I don't want to. And social media now, bro, is just, again, it's a blessing and a curse.
A blessing and a curse.
Kids, it's fucking nuts to me how people are referred to as influencers nowadays. Like, it's that fucking blatant and out there. Like, that's cut down to the nitty gritty. What the fuck social media is? It's an influence. Mm-hmm. So you have that big fucking influence, and you have these little influencers in between.
And then you got kids, you got to be careful what they're influenced by, because
exactly.
the influencers might be influencing people the wrong shit.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. You have motherfuckers like, dog, those sick bastards that put out like the kids content and then put in like that wicked shit with like murders and dead bodies or like sex type shit in between. Parents aren't gonna fucking think that there's people that sick in the world to where they can't leave their kids watching YouTube and shit on their own. But unfortunately, that's the world we live in, bro, and it fucking sucks. Like, yeah, man. But again, there's a lot of good content out there too that'll fucking help people out. Mm-hmm. That'll really help them cope with their stress. That'll help them deal with their demons and shit.
And that's the blessing that comes with the social media. That's what the blessing is. The good part.
So easily accessible. The good and the bad are so easily accessible. Yeah, man. And shit, we went deep for a minute. Yeah, bro. Let's get back to your branding, man. Where can people copy stuff?
Basically, so I don't have a website right now, but usually as of right now, just off the Instagram page.
Okay.
Off of DM. I usually do a Cash App or Apple Pay.
Bet. Mm-hmm. And then you plan on getting a website up and running soon?
Yes. First I want to get to a certain amount of like followers first, mm-hmm. and then I'll go like legit or whatever through the website.
Okay, cool.
But right now I'm just focused on expanding my stuff first.
That'll work. You're gonna go to the 3-on-3 tournament next week?
Is it Saturday?
Yeah, the Godfit. Yeah, it's on Saturday. That's right.
In the evening or what time?
I think it's at 3.
Probably. I'm not too sure, but I know Alex has been doing this thing. Him and Carlos, they good folks, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. There's Los, for sure, I've known since he was a youngster, mm-hmm. playing ball. And that kid is just, he's got a heart of gold, man. He's
they're good people.
Very good people. Mm-hmm. And, other people that he's recommended I talk to, Los is a very good judge of character, bro. Yeah. He knows people that have good hearts, and, obviously it shows, man.
Appreciate it.
Talk to you, talk to Alex, talk to, I don't know if you saw that TZ, Tazzy, and Tyrone interview. Local rappers, just good folks, man. So, yeah, bro. That 3-on-3 tournament, there's going to be, they included me. So shout out to Alex and Los. But yeah, bro, so if you want to drop by, advertise your merch there too.
I'll probably drop by. I live down the street, so. But going back to, like, for instance, you or Carlos or Alex, especially when they come from our community, I like folks that chase the passion of the dream, because that shit takes a lot of, like, balls, mm-hmm. the risk takers. I give props to y'all, or just people in general that be chasing their dreams. Like, Just keep it pushing.
Appreciate it, man. Right back at you too, because you're doing the same thing.
Appreciate it.
And yeah, man. We just in general as people, we have to break out of that shell because, yeah, 10 years ago I would have never thought of putting myself on fucking YouTube, recording myself with my thoughts, my opinions, for the world to see. Just wearing my mind on my sleeve, basically. I would have never done that. I would have been way too fucking insecure. Oh, what if people think this about me? Or what if they make fun of me? Nah, that shit's all out the window now. You know, I found that sense of peace to where I have a gift, I have a talent, I have something I can offer people. I'm going to fucking go chase it. You know, it's like.
And with that, God gave everybody a gift, but it's up to you for you to open up the gift.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, bro. And it took me a while, but, you know, I'm doing it now. And I'm enjoying it while I'm doing it. Like, this is just the opening fucking stages. And
it's only the beginning.
Yeah. And when you go from the ground up, the only way to go is up.
Exactly. Yep.
So, shit. I'm enjoying the journey. I'm not, you know, gonna let it consume me and ever, you know, I can't say ever because, you know, but do my best to never get cocky or to never get fucking flashy with it or on some sellout shit, you know, because
stay humble.
Yeah, because for sure I'm a Lower Valley kid. I'll always be a Lower Valley kid. And one thing my brother put me on was his brand. You remember DGK? Yeah, Dirty Ghetto Kids.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he always reminds me, motherfucker, don't forget we're DGK too. Like, you're right. We're the kids that are playing in the fucking canals when they fill up with the irrigation water because we didn't go to the pool. We were the kids sneaking into the pool because we didn't have the money. I can't ever forget that, you know. And
growing up, my mom, she lived in Moon City. Well, she from South Central, but we moved down there to Moon City.
Socoloco. Shout out Socoloco.
And out there, when it be raining and be puddles, and kids go out there barefooted like it's a pool. But it's like the suburban kids, they might think, "Oh, that's dirty," but like over here,
that's our water park.
Yes,
yeah.
It basically is.
Hell yeah, dog. And as a kid, you got me flashing by now. Getting broken glass in your feet and shit and stickers and everything. That shit don't faze you. Wipe that shit off. A little bit of muddy water. Clean off the blood. Go right back to playing. Worry about that pain later on.
Or drinking from the water hose.
The water hose, dog. Oh, man. Wait for it to cool off a little bit in the summertime. Shit comes out super, super hot. Nah, give it a minute. It'll cool off. It'll cool off. Yeah, man. That's what I love about the hood, bro.
You see, and that's what makes us, man. Everything, how can I put this into perspective? Everything that happens in our life plays a role to us. And basically just builds our character.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man. And it's what you do with that character when you achieve it that ultimately resembles the type of man or woman you'll be. And, hey, bro, you're doing good with yours, man.
Appreciate it.
Shit. Glad to have you on here. And
thank you for having me.
Yeah, man, for sure. And just promoting this good, positive shit. Like you said, the world needs it more than ever. I mean, hopefully this motherfucker don't blow up with all that World War III shit and the nuclear Holocaust shit. Man.
God.
If it does, fuck it, man. We had a good run. You know. But I feel we're still destined to get shit done as, you know, as a humanity as a whole. And yeah, man. Any shout outs, any special dedications, things you want to send out to anybody?
Shout out to 915 Highlights and
shout out Los. Sammy.
But message other than that, shoot. Just chase your dream, man, and don't quit. Just keep on going.
Yeah, man. All youngsters out there, whoever, shit. Anything's attainable. Just got to put in that work, man. Nothing's free. There's no fucking handouts.
No handouts for sure. Just hard work.
Hard work, dedication. Mm-hmm. Yeah, bro. So I guess we'll go ahead and wrap it up. Kris, thank you so much for coming on, bro.
Thank you for having me.
Love these type of talks. Love spreading positivity. Love uplifting the hood, especially LV in the house. What's up?
Yes, sir.
Shout out Segundo. Shout out Northeast, Central Side, East, West, EP as a whole. You know what's up? We're gonna keep putting on for the city and all the hoods in it. So catch you guys on the next one. And again, LV Cultura. Have you guys in the link.
I appreciate
so people can check you out and keep supporting, man.
All right, bro. Appreciate it.
All right, y'all. Peace.